What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Lawson from Squad Sports. I'm at home quarantining, had a little bit of a fever, so new location here, but this is episode 53 of your sports sponsorship tip of the week. All right, this week, key thing I want to dive into, when you're sick, you're kind of browsing around, you're kind of seeing what's on. And funny enough, I came over QVC. And if you don't know what QVC is, it's basically a home shopping network. And they do an amazing job of pushing product, getting new products out there. And basically, people watch it. They see a product they want. They get a great deal from it. They call in or they go online and they order the product. And I'm sitting here thinking, what a great platform. If we can digitize this, we can get our fans to basically purchase what we would like from our sponsors and open a huge piece of inventory for those local businesses, especially around Christmas time, who really want to make a purchase. So the tip of the week is this: build your own QVC pregame shopping channel. Half an hour, whatever it may be, and really just go to your sponsors and get products, offer it on the channel, have fans sort of drive to make sales, and you'll be able to just prove sales within that model. But a couple of key things here, because I think you can't just, launch it and have it done. So the reason why I say pregame is that's a time when your fans are starting to tune into your social channels. We've talked about it on timing here, on the tip of the week and on other pieces of content here. But understanding that on your social media channels, Facebook, sometimes YouTube, Twitter, definitely if you're on Twitch, fans aren't really tuning into those channels until you really kind of grab them in. And pregame is a perfect time for that because they're primed. They're ready to they're ready to have their attention be grabbed. They're getting ready for the game. They're getting ready for tip-off, right? We don't have our fans in stadium for the most part. We don't have our fans in our stadiums where we usually have an item of the game. There's a gift shop. There's that time pregame to have people come in and not only engage with our sponsor booths, but also engage kind of with our merchandise there in the stadium. So we don't have that, but we can replace it with the digital asset. So again, a pregame shopping show. Sounds a bit corny, but it absolutely will work. Get one of your personalities, get a logo, get 30 minutes to an hour. And the first thing you're going to do is go to your sponsors, right? You're going to want to go to your sponsors. And here's what I would say to them. I'd say, hey, look, what product are you having the hardest time moving right now? Maybe it's a last year's model. Maybe it's a product that never flew off the shelves for them on e-commerce. I would go to them and I say, what product are you having trouble moving right now? Great. Can you commit 50 units? We're going to do a pregame shopping show. Commit 50 units. Don't sell them online. Come to us. And we're going to do a pregame shopping show and we're going to promote that product. Then the second thing here is going to be key. You go to them and you say, hey, can we get your owner or your manager to come onto the show and talk about the product? Right? Think about the engagement, the connection that's going to build between the shop owner who's explaining why this product is great, explaining why this product really works, and then getting that face time to build a brand. It's a great way, especially coming through for the holidays, to really clue fans in on what they should be purchasing kind of from your sponsors. If it's a beef jerky sponsor, showing the different flavors, right? Or, a new product launch, right? Showing the different flavors and then saying, hey, look, for this particular flavor, we're offering a great deal. Here's the deal to make the purchase. You can only purchase within the next 30 minutes, hour, whatever that is, and have fans be able to then make purchases. So from a sponsorship side, the sponsor is moving units, they're getting in front of fans, and they're engaging. It's not just like, hey, here's an item in the game. I'm actually getting to know the shop owner. I'm building that emotional relationship, right? So that's the first thing. Go to your sponsors, retail, food. If it's a restaurant, have it be gift cards and they show the dish that you can purchase with the gift card, right? Right there on the show. So food, restaurants, Heck, you could even get car dealerships on there to do some deals. But again, go to those sponsors, see what product they're having the hardest time moving, and then get them on board. The second thing is, where are you going to post this? I struggled with this a lot. I think if you do it cool enough, if you have good enough personality, if you snazz it up enough, you get a little comedy in it, you could actually get a younger crowd. So I'm going to say 3 platforms. First is Facebook Live. 45 and above, Facebook is going to be where it is. If you look at QVC's, target audience is 45 and above, right? So Facebook Live is a perfect place for it. Facebook Live absolutely should be kind of the home base for that. The other one is YouTube Live, mainly because fans can come back later and you can build a library to it, or just search for it on YouTube. You can also pull it up on your television if you have a smart television. So I'd say YouTube Live, but the kicker is this. I would also stream it on Twitch. Great way to build a younger engagement, a younger fan base, and again, allow them to kind of pull in on that end. So those are the 3: Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch. And then a couple things here too. You're going to want to create urgency. Don't make it just deals they can get anywhere else. Actually make it a fire deal, and it's only live for an hour. With your sponsors, with your merchandise, with your ticketing, whatever you put on there, only make it an hour. That's going to drive urgency, FOMO, and people are going to purchase. That's like, if you look at what QVC does, that is the key for how they get you to make a purchase on that. So make it a deal, but only make it a deal for this long. And if you miss it, you miss it. Who cares if fans complain? They got to come back next week, right? So that's the one. And that also doesn't cheapen the product for the sponsor, right? It goes from a sale to a, hey, this is a one-time thing. You're never going to get this deal again. Come in and make a purchase with this sponsor so they don't have to keep driving that price down afterwards when fans want to come back later and buy. And then the last thing is, make it crazy easy. I'm talking in the corner, put a QR code. And fans, as they're watching on their laptop, as they're watching on their television, they can scan that QR in a short link. In case they're on their phone, they can type that in. Obviously, you can put the links in the comments as well for fans to kind of click through, jump through, and make a purchase. But make it crazy easy, and then have it land on a landing page. Fivo does a great job of making these landing pages kind of with products, mainly toward tickets, but there's some other merchandising thing that they can do. I would set that up. I'd set up for each product that you're promoting. Maybe it's in a 30-minute span. You're promoting 4 products, within that. That's kind of what you want to do and you want to create, is when you're on that one product, they're going to the landing page, and that's the only product right there you want to make a purchase, right? And maybe for 20 minutes after you put all the products on one landing page and say, for the next 20 minutes, we've extended it, here's all the products, right? But if you make it hard, fans won't purchase. You make it easy, click, 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 boom, they'll make those purchases, things will fly off the shelf. So again, tip of the week this week, create your own QVC. It sounds corny, but if you do it right, if you get the branding right, you get the personalities, sometimes you get players on there, right? That'd be hard pregame, but get some, personalities on there. Get your sponsors coming in to help sell. I'm thinking Emerald on this thing. If you have a chef that's crazy like Emerald, get them on there, show the dishes, say for limited time only, you'll get a $25 gift card for only $20. Great Christmas gift. Support this local business. It will do wonders for your sponsors, and it creates a piece of inventory you can build for years. You can build this thing out to say, hey, look, if you do this with us, it's going to lead to sales for a long, long time. So that's our tip of the week this week. Again, we got to rethink. We got to rewire how we're doing things. Everything's changed. Everything's digital. Brands, I'm hearing it so much today. Brands want products that are going to move units and be digital and reach fans at home. That's just what we have to build. This is a perfect way to help your restaurant, retail, all of that. So thanks so much for everybody for tuning in this week for the sponsorship tip of the week. Go create that QVC sort of pregame shopping show. I'm excited to see the first team that does it. And remember, keep pushing those limits within sports sponsorship.